Hey guys, it's Isabelle. I'm here at Counterpunch Boxing today to teach you the fundamentals of boxing to get you ready to smash your first class. Let's do it.
The first thing you need to identify is whether you're left-handed or right-handed, and if you're right-handed, which is most usually the case, that will be your strong side, and the strong side goes in the back. So you're going to put your right leg in the back, your left foot forward, and you're going to turn your feet diagonally. So we're going to turn both our feet diagonally like that. Very good. Your back foot always stays up, so you're going to lift up your heel on the back foot, and you're going to be dropping your weight on your knees slightly, holding there with your quads, nice and strong with your leg. Switch on your core the whole time, you keep your stomach crunched. Hip wide between your feet. You need to maintain that space the whole time. It's very important that you don't put your back foot behind the front one. You keep hip width right between your feet. Next step would be learning your guard. Your strong hand protects your chin on this side, and then your quick hand on the other side. Your elbows should be pointing down, not open. Just make sure they're pointing down. So then you have a strong core, strong legs, and a nice and protective guard here with your shoulders up and your chin down. That's a good solid stance, good solid guard. So that back foot that's been lifted up on the heel, we're going to load it up by putting weight on it. We're going to put weight on that back leg, and we're going to learn the first punch, which would be with your quick hand in a straight line. That's called the jab. So we're going to push off that back foot and step forward and punch. Good.
Should you move both feet or just one?
You only move your front foot, the back foot stays where it is as an anchor. It's only supposed to push you forward, it stays back, and then your front foot pushes you back into play. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's excellent. Good work. The other straight line with the strong hand, that's one of your stronger punches, that's called the cross. The straight lines are the only ones with names. Your quick hand is your jab, the other one is the cross. So for this one, you're going to want to crunch your stomach as hard as you can, because you really need that core strength to actually drive power through. It starts from the floor and it ends up in the punch. It's not necessarily an extension of the arm. It's actually a big twist using your entire body. That's why it's such a good workout, is you need to use your legs, your core, your shoulders, and everything else. So you're going to crunch your stomach as hard as you can. You're going to start rotating your back foot, start twisting it over, twist it more. Keep rotating until your back shoulder comes all the way forward. And at that time is exactly when you twist that hand out and extend as far out as you can. Make sure you got plenty of upper body rotation, because you want to capitalize on that length of your shoulder so you can get as much reach as possible. All of that weight that has left your right leg has to go somewhere, so that weight has been transferred onto your left leg. So Isabelle here would be feeling like her left thigh is pretty tense, all the way from outside your leg, all the way outside your left foot. All of your body weight has been transferred to the left side. So if you're punching with your right side, you need to be transferring your weight to the left side. And after you're done punching, there's the other half of the punch that's called the recoil. Now you're going to bring that back and rotate your hip back to where it started and put your weight back down on both legs. That's excellent. So let's practice that a few times. You're going to crunch your stomach and explosively pivot your hip around and punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So if it's blocked on the front, you'll realize that there's still space around, right? So there's a punch designed to go right there behind that guard, and those punches are the hooks. They go right around the guard. So the right way to execute them is to start circling your shoulder. You're going to circle the shoulder a little bit. 1, 2, 3. And by the time it hits the top, you're going to angle your arm like this, nice and straight. Your thumbs go up, not sideways. They go up. And by the time it reaches the top like this, you're going to engage your core nice and strong. And you're going to do the same thing you did when you threw the cross. Pivot your right hip, turn your back foot, and rotate it around. It's really important that you twist your back foot and transfer that weight to the opposite leg. That's very good. That's very good. And let's not forget the recoil. The punch needs to come back to protect your head. Let's go another 5 and bring it back. Bring it back. 3, 4, 4 and 5. Beautiful. It's no different on the other side. We're going to circle the shoulder 3 times. 1, 2, 3. By the time it hits the top, you engage your core, you pivot your hip inwards, and twist your front foot this time to circle around. Let's bring it back in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that's the hooks.
So we've covered the 4 first punches, and the next 2 we're going to work on are the uppercuts.
Alrighty, so for the uppercuts, we're going to keep our good solid stance there, our guard nice and strong, elbows pointing down. Now, the lower body aspect of boxing rarely varies. It's always the same type of motion. That's called body weight transfer. You rotate every time you punch. So this time, you're going to use the same rotation you used for that hook. Then we throw that hook again. Very good. This time you're just going to change the angle from sideways to up. Now, your hip still needs to twist sideways and your hand is going to go up. Okay? Let's give that a go. Rotate your hip and bring it back in up to your guard. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Now, just to point out something that's very important, Isabelle's shoulders and arms are fairly relaxed, and that's a very good thing. The only part of your body that should be tense is your core and your legs to hold the weight of your body. Your arms are actually fairly relaxed, so you can swing rather than punch and stab. You want to swing up and tense your body right at the end when you connect the punches. So now the other side, you're going to rotate your left foot in this time. 1, 2, bring it back in, 3. Give it a go. 1, and bring it back in. 2, back in. 3, back in. Let's go. 1, back in. 2, back in. 3, 4, and 5. And that's the uppercut, guys. Thank you, Isabelle.
So now you've learned the stance, guard, and the 6 basic punches. Now we're going to put them all together, and then you're ready to smash it.
Alright, hands up. Elbows down. Weight on your leg. That's it. Good work. On the side right there. Okay. So basically, as long as you use that foundation of movement from your waist down, that's your body weight transferring your rotation. As long as you use that continuously, you can use that momentum to put your punches together. So we learned the jab and the cross. Well, let's start with those 2 punches. You're gonna step for the jab and twist for the cross, but we're gonna do it all in one go. So step, twist, and then go back. Let's practice the jab cross. Go. 1, 2. Again. 1, 2. Again. 1, 2. One more. 1, 2. Beautiful work. Now you're gonna do the same thing, but when you throw the second one, you're gonna stay there and hold. Okay? Let's go. 1 and 2. Again, give that another go. 1 and 2. Okay. So we're going to rotate that hip, twist the chest a little bit more. That's it. So if you really, really twist your body like this on the cross, you're going to realize that the left hand is now loaded. Alright? So we're going to pull this arm back in and swing the left hook. Very good. So now let's put that all together. 1, 2, and 3. And now we're going to try and even those gaps. 1, 2, and 3. Let's go. 1, 2, and 3. Very good. Again. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Again. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Right. So now the last thing. 1, 2, 3. And you're going to hold there. I'm going to grab your hand and you will hold there.
It's very important also to make sure that you breathe out on the punches so that you don't lose your energy and that you're ready to hit the next punch.
Correct. Keep your core engaged and exhale through your tongue and your teeth whenever you punch. Again. Every punch is an exhale, a step, and a twist. Very good. Okay, so now on the third one, hold your hand there. 1, 2, and 3. So 1, 2, and 3. So just like before, if you really twist on this punch as well, now your other hand is loaded. We're going to add a 4th punch. As you pull this one back in, you're going to swing an uppercut with the other hand. Back onto your bar. That's it. Let's go with 4 punches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Beautiful. It's always advisable for people that are starting to box that you start a little bit slower and then start increasing the speed and power. Let's slow it down again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now we start increasing a little bit the speed. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now as fast as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that, guys, is a combination of 4 punches. As long as you keep twisting, you can make them longer. You can mix up the punches however you want.
Let's dance.
Alright, let's do it. Okay, so guard up, elbows down, 4 punches. That's it. 1, 2. Now go 1, 2, 3. Jab. 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, up, up. 3, 4. 1, 2. Jab, jab, cross. Jab, cross. 1, 2, 3.
We hope you enjoyed this video. Remember, everyone starts somewhere and don't be scared to try.
That's it.
You!